You.
I'm good. I'm a 23-year-old mom. I really don't need dating advice. I just want to know what advice do you have for me at 23? Um, my daughter's dad, we have like a good relationship, but he just recently got sentenced to 20 years. Yeah, and my daughter is 3, so I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Oh
Can you
yeah, I
hear
can
me
hear
now?
you now. I can hear you.
Yes, I
Yeah,
said I'm
so
sorry about that. That's
it's okay,
unfortunate,
but
especially for the baby.
yeah. But we talk every day. Like, he calls her every day to talk to her. We have like a good relationship. But before he like went, we just had broke up. So I've been dating. He's been in there for like probably 3 years now.
Oh,
So I just recently broke up with the person I was dating, but I really don't feel like I need advice on that. I'm gonna just let that just play out. But what advice do you have for me, like life advice?
well, what specifically around your life do you need advice about, Rochelle? So we got to be
Well, let's start here. And this is what we talking about. A man's
You,
supposed to come in here and clean this up now. This is a mess on aisle 5.
let's get the context. She like 23. She got kids.
One.
Her man, y'all know who this ninja is. Y'all see how she live. Y'all see it. He
Mhm.
just got sentenced to 20 years. This is D boy Nug Nug in
This is
With his
effect.
lack
best
of
friend.
a father in the home. I can guarantee you, lack of a father in the home. Blame whoever you want to blame. But fix the baby hairs, like Gavin said. That's your first red flag, sis.
Yeah, I
Brush
hate
Can
them
them
we
back.
baby
here,
hairs.
let's
Them
touch
baby
on
hairs
this.
is
Can
terrible.
we guarantee without a shadow of a doubt? Can we say without a shadow of doubt this woman didn't have a father in her house? Can we really say that? Can we just
I can
start there?
say that.
I would say
Really?
it. Yeah,
You
I
Can
would
you
say
say
really
it.
that?
I would
I
say
can
it
tell.
too. Yeah.
Because
just
why are
right
you
there?
messing with a dude in jail for 3 years and you got a baby by him? That's a lack of men are too intelligent for that. They're
Mhm.
going to be, if a man was in her life, he would have not slapped her, excuse me. I'm sorry for saying that, but he would have gotten her together. He would
Oh,
have
my
said,
daddy
"You
would
ain't
have
bringing
slapped
this
me.
man into my house and no, you cannot date my daughter." Even if
It's
he was a
possible.
laid, even if he was a laid back dad. So she's already young. She's in her 20s. So this shows lack of father in the home. This also shows her mother probably being less than maybe what she should have been as well. Okay. So we got a few things going on. I don't think people really want to understand. Y'all don't want to understand a real woman who has lived in many different shoes and don't have a high body count. Y'all don't even know what that look like these days. Now back to baby girl with the edges. She need to comb them back, like Gavin said. That's ghetto. Ashley, this is what Gavin was talking about too. Ashley, you should have checked her as soon as she hopped her dusty self on this camera. I love her because I love everybody. But she told me, I'm just trying to figure out how I. No, you need to figure out how you can fix your mind to where you're not caring about. Now, I'm not saying don't care about your baby daddy, but you shouldn't be consumed with him. He's chose his life. You need to upgrade yours. So this is Dusty Woman. If since the men are so excited, this is a Dusty Woman because we have them also in the feminine. I'm gonna leave it at that.
The dust, baby. The dust is in the uproar. What you got, pick me?
I definitely think she's dusty. I do feel as though that she didn't have a father in her household. Only and if she did, he had to be a dad that worked a lot because I will say that unless you're real sneaky, we usually do move differently when you have a father in the household. Like me personally, I got pregnant while my dad was gone. So at 17, I tell people all the time, if my daddy would have been there, I would have never been able to do what I wanted to do because my mama wasn't there to make sure that I followed rules. But my dad, he kept us in
Then
activities,
shout out to your
and
strength, pick me. Shout out to you for being honest.
he would be on this. Like he did not play none of that. Like even my sister with her life, everything she did was always when my dad wasn't there. Like you can always tell when my dad went at the house because our behavior would change. So I would say she didn't have a dad, but I would also say that her behavior is conditioning. I would say that she didn't come from a lineage of women who stood on strength, humility, and being prideful women. She come from a line of women who taught her that she should put the importance of money to the forefront, and that's how she ended up with the street guy who, because 20 years mean he had to be pushing something big. It's either murder or something big, something heavy.
Come on now.
So,
Yeah.
you know, you 23. Like, what did mans do to catch a 20-year bid at 23? So
You see what the situation is.
you know,
Yeah,
it
that
had to
was
be
straight D
something.
boy.
And the fact that you, as a young girl, wanted to get yourself involved in that, you were just calling the show talking about advice. Like, girl, she don't know you, and she should advise you to take that wig off and focus on your baby. Maybe you shouldn't even be dating because you're not good at picking men. You know.
Here we go. Hit the like button. We get Heathen Queen in when we come back. Hit the like button, y'all.
What would you tell me, like 23-year-old? What would you tell 23-year-old you?
Well, I'm gonna tell 23-year-old you to focus more. I think you need to focus more. I'm not saying you shouldn't be dating, but I think you need to focus more and not on bad boys. I think you like boys with edge. You do, and you gotta step away from that. That whole edgy boy thing, you gotta step away from that. You're a beautiful young lady, and I think you have a lot of potential, but you need to get focused.
Okay. So you feel like I should focus more like on my business? Because I do makeup. I'm like a business owner. I'm an entrepreneur. I do makeup and hair. I have like my business. So that's what I really do.
Yes, you need to work on that. And are you in therapy?
No, I want to get into therapy.
You need to go to therapy because you have like a wall about you. And I know you had to put that up to survive and protect yourself, but I feel that from you. Like, it's almost like, not saying you're like this with me, but it's almost like you're on defense. But I know maybe that's just the way you had to be growing up. So I want you to go to therapy. I want you to work on that. Okay?
Yeah.
So that would be my advice to you.
And here's what I'll say. You get women like her. This is a poster child. She ain't a bad looking girl. And she's trying to give her advice. The problem is this woman, by the time she get her common sense, she's going to be 35, 40 years old. She'll have 3 or 4 kids by 3 or 4 men. And then she's going to come to the dating market, talk about how she done fixed her whole life and she got therapy. And now she's ready for a high value man. It don't work.
After a couple more D boys.
Well, the advice I would give her is stop dating. Stop dating. Focus on your business. Focus on your child. Let a couple months or a year go by before you start dating. Then you know how it feels to be alone without a jailbreak father around you and your children. Then you know, or you can figure out the worth of a man, actually figure out the worth of a man, because I think she wants to keep going from man to man to man because that's validation for her. But you need to be alone in order to figure out your own worth instead of worrying about how you relate to the world when it comes to a man. Get your business up, get your health up, get your child raised a little bit more. If it's a girl, I would hesitate to deal with a man until that girl gets a little bit older and the girl can talk, the child can talk or whatever, and then start looking for the man that can help you raise your daughter. Not the man that you want, the man that can help you raise your daughter, okay, or your child, because those may be two totally different things. When I had 2 children, I had to look for a man that was a man, not a boy. I had to look for a man. Okay.
All right. Well, 2 things is true, Heathen Queen. I love it when women like yourself come up and y'all got these anecdotal experiences. Well, take yourself back though.
Right.
Were you this far gone when you met your husband?
No, absolutely not.
That's what I'm saying. These women that we be talking about are beyond over the edge. It's over. It's not nothing wrong with telling these women it's over.
It ain't nothing ain't ever over, Gavin. You can't have that pessimistic mindset.
Right.
Look, we got Heathen Queen up here. We got the great mother up here. She is, she's older than me. Right. She's still out here caring about the youth and caring about us younger women like me and Pick Meek and even women in their 20s. Man, that's respect. At the end of the day, women are about community. I don't have to be up here. They want to joke in the comments, wondering why a married woman who husband make more than, low 6 figures is up here. It's because I care about you, silly duck. It's because that I can go about my life and stunt on a gram, but I choose to care about humanity. I'm a spiritualist. So it's something you don't see too often, but hello, I'm here. So what I'm saying is you need to respect Heathen Queen, not Gavin, but the girlies in the comments that don't understand, we're here to help you. We're not here to judge. Shout out to Ashley Dawson for calling out her and saying that, look, mama, you need to sit down. You need to pull the edges back. What if and shout out to the girl who said, what advice would you give to me? She's trying to learn. We need to listen to each other more. I know women talk too much. I know I talk too much, but we need to listen to one another and we could get a lot further. But shout out to Ashley for at least keeping it a buck with her and telling her to slow down on her miles with opening up her leg.
Well, that was
Yeah,
like
she
Captain Obvious, though. Like
She's gonna have like 3-4 men under her belt if she don't slow down. Slow down,
ain't.
raise your child,
ain't.
get your money up, get your status up as a female, learn yourself, learn what you like, learn what kind of men are in the world, learn the kind of man you need for your child and you.
And not to cut you off, Heathen Queen, but this is what, when I hear y'all talking, what my issue be a lot of times, and maybe not this girl in particular, where don't y'all use this woman as a cautionary tale and speak to younger girls with y'all message? Why do
We
y'all,
do.
hold on. Why do y'all get so hung up on trying to save the woman on the screen when we telling y'all it's over? The dating market is so vicious out here.
Because we've been the girl on the screen, just like most men in this comment have been the nug
Granted,
girl
and that's
or
where the
the
problem
father.
though. That's why we keep having these girls on the screen, because y'all won't speak to the women behind her. They're
That's
not
what
they're not getting the message until
Gavin,
there's a woman on the screen.
we're talking to we have to use the woman on the screen to talk to the women behind her. We're
No,
only using her
y'all
as an
ain't. No, that's
example.
my thing. Y'all ain't doing
We
it.
are. We up here right now. We
No, y'all
go.
spending most of y'all time trying to give this woman a solution to save her life when it's already, y'all could use that
I
energy
get you.
to save another life.
Right. Okay.
Don't
I
put too
feel
much
you,
energy
Gavin.
into these women when you just and men. Just like me and Mr. Walker, we're not gonna put this energy in the nug. Are you crazy?
Come on, but Nug got a child out there. That's all
That's
I'm
his
saying.
problem. We ain't here to save the world. We can't save the world.
Look,
Yeah.
Gavin, look, maybe one day I'll be as wise as you, but right now I'm an optimist and I'm a community-oriented person. And
I
I
was there
believe
too,
in the
Crystal.
nug and I believe in the bonquisha. And I've been there, done that. And I'm living a life where I never thought I would have had that people said I wouldn't live. So I am proof that you can come from the south side of a hood and be living in Beverly Hills. So what I'm saying is if you put forth the work, you can do it.
I love that message, Crystal. But you must
Yes.
understand the two men on the screen. We come straight out the mud.
And look at y'all.
Well, exactly. I love this talking point because me and Mr. Walker say it all the time.
Yes.
We don't, the men that would travel this path, they will not make it. You either dead
But
or in
if they
prison.
see you doing it, they just might.
I
They
wouldn't tell
just
them to travel
might.
my path. I know what it is. I know it's over for them. I'm fortunate. I know it's over for them.
You can't, Gavin. That's a pessimistic mindset.
No,
I believe that
true.
God.
I know life on both sides of the fence, and I've seen too many guys get deleted in the streets, spend life in prison.
Because they didn't listen to you. Because they didn't listen to you.
The problem is y'all ain't realistic. Like y'all don't keep seeing these women with 5 kids in the projects, generation after generation, and keep having hope.
She ain't got 5 kids in the projects, though. That wasn't her. She got 1 kid.
Right, she's 23. Give her 10 years.
She got 1, but we are predicting her failure. I will not predict anybody's failure, male or female. I
hate to be right. We say it all the time is we hate to be right, Mr. Walker.
Yeah,
we
don't want to be right.
We don't.
Yeah,
like
don't want to be right in this instance, Crystal. And I feel you. And you 30, Crystal, and I used to be on that same path, thinking we could save even the majority. And we ain't gonna say everybody. I think we could save the majority and talk to some of our peers and get them to turn a new leaf. I agree in not speaking, destruction on people, or you say, predicting failure. At the very same time, it's a man's job to warn, blow a whistle. Hey, what y'all doing is destructive. If you don't stop, this is what's going to be the outcome. With that being said, a lot of our peers, they're not going to stop. There are going to be casualties, intense casualties. And if we're wrong, that's awesome, right? Because we predicting a little bit of doom and gloom. But with that being said, it is best for the community to move in a way as if there is doom and gloom. Because if we wrong, then good. But if we right, then you might want to act like.
But don't we do better by showing them love? Don't we do better by teaching and showing them love? By like
I
Gavin
grew
said,
up on tough love. I grew up on very, very tough love. F your feelings. So and I believe in that. It works. I believe it. When someone saw I got this, I went through this. I don't care because I believe in you more than I believe in your circumstance. So I don't give a damn about what nobody's excuse is. I don't care.
Me too.
So
I'm the same way.
But
I don't care about excuses. And I know that Gavin might be, I get that Gavin is the type of person who sees a lot of, I feel like the subtleties that we miss. And in all actuality, Gavin could be right. He could be looking at this woman and she could be doomed. He could be right. And I think this is why astrology is important. Now, I ain't going to get on my high horse, but this is why astrology is important. Gavin is a Pisces. He represents every single zodiac sign within the astrology wheel. So Gavin might be right. And here me and Mr. Walker are trying to help this woman, and Gavin is seeing a doom and gloom. But Gavin also, I'm going to leave it alone, but he's a Pisces. So he rules the 12th house of delusion, illusion, and spirituality. So although he has seen every walk of life, he also is the determiner of, will you choose wisdom and God or will you choose delusion? So all I'm saying is I wish Gavin would choose the higher route of infinite waters and my brother Billy Carson than he does of doom and gloom, because he's powerful. And I see.
Listen to this analogy. What do you do when you're in the middle of darkness and the only thing you see is a light in the far distance? You aim and walk towards that light, do you not? Because
yes.
you think there's another human being. You think there's something else there that can help you.
Yes.
This is why I speak to younger women, so I can be a light in the darkness. You may not understand what you're doing in that darkness, but you're going to come towards my light because you may hear my voice and nobody else's voice, right? So you have to keep speaking to these people. You have to speak to their situation. They may not have the same situation as what you had, but they may, and you may reach somebody. You have to reach.
Well, listen, if the church gave up on them, why we got to have hope if the church gave up on
them? The church was delusional to begin when they were lying.
No, regardless.
The church was a money grab.
Oh, we got to stay on track, though. The church, they save everybody. Kumbaya.
They don't save anybody. The church is full of shit.
No.
And times
gave up, Crystal, the church they gave up.
No, the church is full of shit.
The
church is full of the church is full of crap.
But
the church,
everybody don't know that. Everybody don't know that.
Well, we telling you now, single by choice is cart before the horse. The church is full of it. It was a system set up to keep Black people or poor people in a certain mindset of systemic racism and poverty. And so when you get done with it, there have been books removed from the Bible. This is documented and scientifically and scholarly proven that the church is full of crap. It is put there to.
We're not talking about the church. I'm speaking on holy people that's supposed to be
holy. If you don't know what holy is, what is holy?
That's the crystal stuff. We ain't doing. We ain't going down there. We keep it on the surface. We keep it on the surface, Crystal. On the surface.
Crystal going deep, man. Crystal, forget that surface. We go deep.
Yeah. Everybody don't got a third eye, Crystal. So we got to keep it on the surface. All right. And I'm talking about what people look at the church as and what it's supposed to be. And these people have given up on Bonquisha and Nug Nug wholeheartedly.
Well, don't give up on nobody.
We can't give up on that. I don't give up on this young girl because she's only 20.
She's only 20. She still has more life to live. In your 20s is when you want experience. So I don't give up on that girl. If she's open and willing to love, if an incel is open to and willing to love, and shout out to the incels out there who are open to me. Look, I get it. I've been the popular girl. I've always, kind of exuded that energy, but I've never been so popular that I just X'd out the incels or the geeks in the corner. I care about everybody. And maybe they don't deserve that, but my thing is, if people want healing and if people want help, you help them. So like Heathen Queen was saying, this girl is in her early 20s. She's young and dumb based off biology, just like I'm a woman in my 30s. I don't know everything. That's why I listen to Heathen Queen. That's why I listen to Pick Me. That's why I listen to my brothers Gavin and Mr. Walker when they give me advice. So I'm just not willing to give up on humanity if they're not willing to give up on themselves. As long as they need me, I'll be here, but I ain't gonna make myself tired doing it.
There you go.
All right, real quick.
God created life, not black women.
You don't even know your history. That's why you can't spell. Because if you did a little deep digging and actually studied your religion from ancient cultures, Mesopotamia to Egypt, you would understand that black woman is not less than.
No, never. We're not, definitely not less than. We can't never apply that. Here's the thing. I'm gonna say it. Our black sisters too arrogant. Y'all too arrogant as a collective to sit here and keep saying, oh, we did this, we created this, we did this. Just walk in it. Walk in that divine femininity.
Period.
And just walk in it. Just walk in it and show us by helping, doing with all that divine femininity and all that, rebuild this community instead of saying.
But I think Mr. Walker too, and not to interrupt you, because I think the issue is that we have black women and then we have goddess frequency. A lot of black women do not want to get to a level of consciousness to stop messing with nug or to stop doing the things that give you all talking points. You know, Mr. Walker, you got a great point. We can't be out here confident, pulling our chest out with these half results. Like, I feel you. I'm irritated.
Yeah, that's a whole
bad. I got a question.
Shout out to the sister Luna. Shout out to Dame cut through the $20. Says Crystal, what we call drugs at 74th Street Baptist Church, we call a sin. But around here, between Gavin and Mr. Walker, we call this here a little twin. Ninja.
Stand like that straight.